Yes, well, I've been here for Massey 3 times now in the last 4 days. So I know the environment as well as I can do. Of course, I was involved with the team when we came here for the Nigeria game, and I know what a difference it's made to the team. It's a very, very passionate support. It's a very vocal support, and any team that wants to do well wants a big crowd behind them. And this, I'm quite sure, will happen. Whatever the numbers are, I know it will be a very vocal crowd, but we also know that as a team, and as players, we have a responsibility to return this. And the supporters must enjoy what they see. And mostly, we can never guarantee any result, but mostly they want to see a team that's giving everything to get a result.
Your name and yours, please.
Coach, my name is Mano, also from Medeama. Okay. Coach, in our last games, our last 7 games, from the World Cup, the AFCON, and even the playoff against Nigeria, we are unable to win games. We find it difficult to win games. At the AFCON, we didn't win a game. At the World Cup, we won just a game. We keep considering goals. The assurance game. At the World Cup, we won just a game. We keep considering goals. The assurance to Ghanaians about our defenders. Are we not considering tomorrow against Angola?
This is team tactics. Whenever you play against whatever team, you have to analyse. You have to analyse the strengths of the team. Some of what you say are obvious things. If you are conceding goals, it makes it more difficult to win football matches. So our responsibility is to get the right balance. Everybody wants to see goals, so there will be a percentage of the supporters that want to see more goals. There will be a percentage of the supporters that want to make sure that we don't leave too many goals in. So for me, it's about getting that balance. To have a team that's a good structured team, that defensively is good, but to win football matches you need to score goals. So this is something I'm very conscious of. He's only been involved for a short period of time, but this is what having a squad is all about, because what can happen is you can have a player that gets injured 2-3 weeks before the international call-up, so you are aware there might be a problem. And with Tariq, we knew the 2 weeks before that there was potentially going to be a problem. This is about a squad, and always there are going to be difficulties, always there are going to be surprises, and that can be sometimes 2 or 3 days before games. This is where you have to utilise the squad in the best way you can, and the players in their positions the best way that you can.
Your name and yours, please.
Mohammed from Kesden. Coach, how often have you followed African football? Because this is your first time playing against the Paracas Negras of Angola. And how are you aware?
Because of time, let's tell you first. So if there's an opportunity, I'll leave it.
As regards, are you talking about Ghanaian football, the local leagues?
The African football.
African football is, apart from being a head coach and an assistant coach before that, a manager, football is my life. So you watch as much football as you can. The continent of Africa is producing so many good players. Hence the reason why the African Cup of Nations. Yes, he is fine, and also I think he posted it anyway. I'm somebody that goes onto social media, but I understand the significance of it, and I think there's something that went out that actually wasn't from Joe Wallacot. So no, he is fine. Of course, at the time there's concern, but very shortly afterwards we determined that he is fine. And yes, it was a very unfortunate incident. This project probably gives me an opportunity. I think it was somebody else who spoke about Tariq, the injury. If I look at the squad where we are, the only concerns would be about Mohammed Salisu, there's been some concerns about him over the last few weeks. He's had some difficulties, some injury difficulties over the last 2 weeks. His club we only played last week. The club have used him sparingly because of that, because of some of the issues. So this is one that we have to consider. So he would be, from the squad that we have, he would be the only doubt that we would have, and it's something that we will have to determine and think about today and tomorrow.
Ray Gompo for TV3 did a bit of research and realized that for our TV3 did a bit of research and realized that for our last 5 coaches who've come in, only 2 of them won their first game. How important is it for you to win your first game, especially considering the context of this stat that only 2 of the last 5 coaches have won their first game?
Yes, it's important because it is the first game, but also it's not about the head coach. It's about us playing a game at home here against very good opposition in Angola, and it's points. Our aim, of course, is to qualify for AFCON and to do well in AFCON. And the only way you can do that is by winning football matches. So, yes, I think for me personally, it would be a wonderful thing, and of course, hugely important to get the win. But more importantly, for the team. To win this game against, I say, very good opposition at home here, with a tough game coming in a few days' time, it is hugely important.
My name is QUALIFIER. I want to ask Coach, World Cup and then AFCON, our goalkeepers, in terms of ball distribution, it has been a very difficult one. In terms of sending the ball to the right player on the field of play. How well is our goalkeepers prepared for this particular game?
Our goalkeepers can only be as prepared as anybody else, whether a goalkeeper or an outfield player. You are right in some aspects, the game has changed a bit, and the goalkeepers are expected to play a bigger part with their feet than maybe they used to in the past. Where goalkeepers would tend to kick longer balls, now they're expected to almost at times be a third central defender at times. So yes, there are expectations on our goalkeepers, but always the most important part of what a goalkeeper has to do is to try not to concede goals, to make good saves and try to dominate his penalty area. So they're the things that will never change. There, because it's very easy. Bamaram is injured.
Because of my listeners and viewers, I want you to explain the reason why
he's been injured.
You wanted him to call and injured.
No, if you look at the last, probably the last 3 weeks, a month, he hasn't played for his team, which is Reading FC. He hasn't played.
So let me give the last line. Your name is
Mohammed. Coach, in the World Cup, we saw Atizigi being the #1 for Ghana. In this game, he seemed maintaining his post well because Joojo wallacot is back and will take the post. Thank you.
No, thank you, and I appreciate the question, but I think you know the answer.
No, we don't. Chris, we don't. Chris, we have absolutely no.
The answer is that we have a team and a squad that are all working hard for positions, and what will happen is that over the period of tonight and tomorrow, I will name my team. So at this moment, there wouldn't be anybody apart from my close technical staff that would know what the team is.
Right, so I'm sure most of you are disappointed.
Right, so like the communications director indicated.
You wanted him to say wallacot will be #1.
Yeah.